Okay. Okay. Jeez, man. Ah. Good morning. Oh man. It was a good oversleep, don't get me wrong, but I still overslept. All right. What's going on, man? Hey, Christian, how are you doing today, man? Person that I knew back then. I don't know what I'm doing today. We're gonna figure out. How are you doing? That's good. I'm doing good. I got a lot of good sleep. I went out, walked the dog, got my caffeine. We're cruising, man. Yeah, we're cruising. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Uh, we might do some like Pokemon or something today. Just something to just kind of chill out with, you know. We've been playing a lot of as fun as it's been. As I chopped logs for 4 hours, that was fun. Chopping wood is like one of the most manly things a person could do. It is the shit. If I have to do any manual labor, I would hope it would be chopping logs. Uh, just, you know what? I took your advice and went outside. Nice, man. Yeah, man. There's a lot. There's a lot to explore out there, for real. There's a lot to get out there. You might not even know you want. It's a fun little experiment, huh? It's a fun little experiment. We haven't driven in a while, but it's just like I also haven't been in the mood. Uh, my brain is still booting up a bit, but that's all right. But for what it's worth, nice hat. I do like this hat. It's my hat. Overslept, man. Oh, I know I overslept. Oh yeah. You want to know what happened? Okay, so usually during the week, right? So usually what happens, did you get gains? No, the shirt's just tighter. What happens is usually like after stream, like I'm so exhausted, like I will literally crash and like take a nap or whatever. Fuck no, I'm clipping it. Okay. Um, let's do some shiny. Let's do some shiny hunting while we chat. Um, 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 what was I saying? Yeah, I didn't. I missed my nap because I was so fucking hungry yesterday. Wait, I just want to show you something. All right, you got time. Remember the time where we watched random Geometry Dash videos? I remember when you sent me Geometry Dash videos, and I may or may not have watched them. boy out. Okay, so I'm a lurk here for sure. We'll farm. Oh, cool! You uploaded another video. It's so funny because you don't sound French. You are one sleepy bitch. Damn right. All right, let's see my gains. Apparently, it looks the same to me. It looks the same to me. Do I not? I can hear the accent personally. Oh, I don't hear it. I didn't hear it. You could have told me you were like a little fucking American boy and I would have believed you. Let's watch the Blast tournament. Oh shit, is that going on right now? I'm feeling some shiny hunting. I just want to like kind of vibe out, you feel me? I'll take that as a compliment, damn. Oh, show, King. I'm a sleepy little dude. Bro, Aiden, it's so dangerous for me to look at cars, man, but I can't stop. Like, it makes me so. Nah, the dude French. I didn't hear it. Uh, Max, you suck at hearing a French accent. Dude, I'm an American. I can't hear any accent. Just get your license, dog, so when a good deal comes around, you can say fuck it and check it out. I'd probably still check it out even if I didn't. It's more the money. It's always the money. Bro, my mom is fucking looking at a whole new wardrobe for the boy, and that alone was like, God, she couldn't have found more expensive shit. It's cheaper to get your license and then have it forever. That's true. I know it's true. It's true. I also need to change this too. No, it wasn't. There we go. If it's shiny, you fucking clip it. That's the rule. Other than if you don't do that, then I won't believe your fucking little lies, you shitter. Dude, I just realized we were really close to 400 followers. Of course, the French one pulls that shit. The French are known for surrender, not deception. Yet we have the most battles won, you Americans. I mean, America's only been a country for a little over 200 years. My Twitch didn't censor, God fucking damn it, and then censored shut up. I don't get it, man. I don't understand it. Right, and America's only been a country for 200 years. Just saying. I don't know why you would want to brag about winning wars, though. We're stupid. Yeah, you win when you're not surrendering. Hey man, it's not my fault that the French have 17 different words for surrender. Just saying. Hit me with all that luck decrease all you want, man. It won't make a difference. Why do the French get so angry when you make fun of the fact that they're French? I feel like it's just such wasted effort. But it's so consistent. I can say the same thing. I don't give a fuck. I'm sure I know there are other Americans who do care, but I don't. Ah, oui, I'm a crunch on my baguette. I don't think they do. I feel like most people would agree with you. I've done that a couple of times. Well, then you're just being rude. Man, I just want my audio to come through both headphones, man. Sounds like you just need to get off of Twitter. I feel like that shouldn't be a thing that's normal. There definitely needs to be like a grace period of just like, see, like I feel like I entered the internet at like a good time, like with flash games and shit. Yeah, there was like some fucked up shit around the corners and shit, but for the most part, like it wasn't that bad. Nowadays, it's just like you take one wrong step and you're in porn and virus central. The flash game era was. Can you wrap your head around the fact that there are kids going to be born today that, one, will never know what it's like to not have the internet, and two, will never know the joy of flash games? Man, you haven't been on the internet unless someone tried to enroll you into the military. I feel like being on the internet, like a sign of being on the internet, is just like, oh, I made a wrong turn. Now I'm watching someone's head being blown off. Imagine growing up not knowing how monorails are being put down. Get with the technology, Mags. Like, dude, try to enroll me into the Iraqi military. But like, in my time, that wasn't even like a threat. Like, no one knew. Like, the worst someone could do to you was boot you off of Xbox. Like, that was the worst someone could do. Like, that was genuinely like the worst someone could do. Or like they would find like your fucking address or something. Now they're like, "Oh, you're going to Iraq." Oh. I played the SNES. What's it like, man? Playing something that just is perfect. Why are you resetting the game every 16.8 seconds? Because it's the wrong color! Another time it was a Romanian military, I think. Why do multiple people? I feel like that's something that would happen on I played Sailor Moon and Secret of Mana. I've never heard of that game. Wrong color? Wow, Max. You're the wrong color! Didn't know we were one of those guys. What's the wrong color? The Pokemon. Clipping that out of context, Max. I was just making fun of people in Discord and they tried doing that. See, you wanna know what we had? You wanna know what we had? We had fucking Skype. We had Skype when Skype was good. If that's even possible to wrap your head around. If I went on Twitter back then, I would be a goner. The better color? This thing needs to be purple. Then it's worthy of coming with me. Dude, Twitter back in the day was like a bare knuckle bar fight, but it was like okay. Like you could legitimately say anything on Twitter and get away with it. Now, like I honestly think Twitter is worse now than it was back then. Twitter used to be just like this cesspool of like you were probably going to die by a human trafficker sort of thing. Now you can't even say a single letter. Dude, oh, did you guys see the new Sunny V2 video? About the whole Mr. Beast situation? Yeah. Bro, he's getting some shit over that video, and I think it's so not deserved. He is purely making he is purely making an observation. Want to watch on stream again? Absolutely. Yes, I do. It's a great video. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let me grab it. It's like, brother.
In 2022, fans began to notice that Chris Tyson was changing. In the early days, he represented the quintessential Southern gun and truck loving dude. Yet beginning in March 2022, Chris began to display increasingly feminine traits, making tweets such as "I finally got my nails done at a nail tech." Additionally, Chris would highlight that his facial appearance had changed significantly since the start of the pandemic, which accompanied another post reading, "Okay, so in 4 different customs I had to prove I was myself because I quote look nothing like my passport pic, so much that I'm considering updating my passport. Do you see any resemblance?" Prompting replies such as, "You went from man to boy." Chris responded by stating, "Nah, to be honest, I just really started taking my mental health seriously and eating better." Yet his Twitter photos kept insinuating that Chris was becoming more feminine, with this same kind of look showing up in his Mr. Beast appearances. For example, on the 6th of January 2023, Beast Reacts uploaded a video titled "I strapped a GoPro to a fish," in which Chris dressed in a way that prompted comments such as, "Chris has been adopting more and more traits that remind me of my grandmother." Okay, so some people just gonna ignore Chris's nails? Chris had to have lost a bet. The look is getting wild. The response to the video then prompted countless viral TikToks, such as this one with 700,000 likes, stating, "How did Chris go from this to this?" While others even made the claim that Carl had turned him gay. Now, this was pretty ridiculous as Carl isn't even that feminine, and Chris had come out as bisexual years before he he and Carl
like this
had
is the
even
last.
met. The true
I knew he
catalyst
was
for
bi,
Chris
but I'm like,
Tyson's
all right.
feminization instead seemed to have come from his marriage. In January 2022, Chris would post a photo with his wife to his Instagram, yet after this, the family photo stopped altogether. Fans also noticed that he'd removed his wedding ring, with the ring's absence correlating perfectly with the very first post in which he painted his nails. Chris confirmed the split in a post from March 2023, reading, "For a little over a year now, me and Katie have been separated," with this also confirming that Chris's transformation began as soon as his marriage came to an end.
It seemed like
Chris
their
went
marriage
from lighting
was fine.
campfires and raising a family with his beautiful wife to now trying to be a wife with his man buns and long nails. As the criticism continued to pile, Chris announced that he'd be taking a break from social media. And while there was a possibility that Chris would make efforts to return to his former self, he'd rather do the opposite and double down on his feminine image, showing up to the Kids' Choice Awards looking like this before making the announcement that he'd been doing HRT for approximately 2 months, which according to a quick Google search is the medical process for changing genders. Chris would expand on this by stating, "Informed consent HRT saved my and many others' lives. The hurdles GNC people have to jump through to get life-saving gender-affirming healthcare in a first world country is wild to me. Just let people make informed decisions about their own bodies," which received a positive response from both Carl and Mr. Beast, who wrote, "Got you, I did one more heart than Carl because I'm a better friend." While his co-workers expressed positivity, others weren't so welcoming. There goes a father figure the kid won't ever be able to look up to. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times, weak man times. Chris responded to this comment by stating, "This is just more dog whistling that somehow trans and GNC folks aren't safe around kids. Tucker begs for me to come back when I leave for like 2 days to film. He is so loved and happy. Kids aren't born with hate, it's taught by people like you, and my child will only know love. I know I'm going to be a great parent, and so is every other person who puts the love of their child before everything. I made this decision because I wanted to show up as my best and happiest self for him. In a way, this was for Tucker." Chris's response received some positivity such as, "I'm convinced you're an amazing father. Tucker is lucky to have you and also lucky to have all of those who surround and support you in his life, as well as I adore that. I'm glad you made that decision. It's so much easier to be a parental figure when you're not struggling with dysphoria, yet he also received an equal amount of backlash. You ripped apart your family and took a father figure away from your son just so you could paint your nails and act zesty. Pathetic. He will get torn apart at school, won't want to have friends around his house. A life full of difference and being alone. Must have missed the point in that tweet. How's this for him when you're depriving him of a father figure?" Although Chris wasn't altered by these comments, as he'd once again reiterate his certainty in a new post reading, "It's never too late to start being yourself," which received praise from Mr. Beast as well as Nolan and Carl. However, these comments also added extra fuel to the fire. In a few years, look back at this thread and remember they were never your friends. Only yes men cowards. Hope you come out of this safe. Mr. Beast responded to this with a simple opinion irrelevant ratio, to which the original commenter would state, "I have 30 followers, so go ahead and ratio me. I'll still rest easy knowing that I'm not a coward who idly sits by watching my friend ruin his own life." In some ways, it was nice to see the boys standing up for Chris on Twitter. However, the situation has already begun to change the dynamic within the videos. For example, in a recent live stream titled "Opening 1,000 Mystery Art Boxes," Chris would once again dress in quite a feminine way, and while everybody participated as usual, the energy and vibe didn't feel nearly as smooth as it normally does. It felt as though there was an unaddressed elephant in the room, and therefore everybody was in their head, as opposed to being in the present moment enjoying each other's company. Maybe everybody was simply too busy opening packages, but Chris did make these bizarre jokes about Jimmy being female, making him incredibly uncomfortable.
"Oh my god, Jimmy, look, they drew you. Jimmy, they drew you so well. It looks just like you."
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, it's Jimmy.
How did fan art? This is what we were looking for. Be brave, be honest, be kind, Mr. Beast. That is my tagline.
Becoming even weirder when each member started to pay each other compliments.
"Hey, nice shirt." "Thanks, dude, nice shirt."
"Hey, nice shirt."
"Thanks, dude, nice shirt."
"Thanks. Nice shirt."
"Nice shoes."
For the most part, the live stream was devoid of awkward moments. However, it would act as fodder for another 100 million views worth of drama and criticism. Chris likely believes that people will slowly adapt to his new appearance over time, but is this really going to happen? Well, maybe. It's difficult to say as the situation is fairly unique, especially when considering Chris's reputation and influence. However, if Chris continues to transition, would it be unreasonable to say that he could jeopardize some of the personality traits which made him a successful member in the first place?
He's a different
Perhaps
person.
the opposite will happen, and he'll instead pick up new personality traits that better resonate with the current Mr. Beast audience. This was put forward in many comments supportive of—
I just want to point this out. It's like, dude, they say it's like, oh, it's gonna better represent. How much of the world is actually in that LGBTQ community? You know, outside of like first world countries, it's a very fucking small number.
Chris, who implied that there'll be millions of queer kids who look up to him, although this doesn't necessarily mean that it'll add any value to the videos. Mr. Beast has likely cultivated a massive LGBT audience, all of whom are already watching anyway, and if we've learned anything from Hollywood in recent years, it's that adding over-the-top LGBT characters for the sake of relatability rarely works as intended, and is often nothing more than a distraction from the premise of the movie or video. On top of this, it can be uncomfortable and unrelatable for the silent majority, although as we have seen, a situation like Chris's does have the potential to create an otherworldly amount of discussion, which could be seen as a benefit for the Mr. Beast brand.
I don't know.
Drama is good for growth, 100%. That would be an easy way to—
It doesn't matter what side.
The problem is this type of situation is probably the last thing that Mr. Beast wants to attract, as he's forced to agree with Chris's position, as he has no way of manipulating the situation without being painted as the bad guy. It's a lose-lose situation for Mr. Beast. I think Jimmy is in an inescapable situation. If he kicks out Chris, cancelled. If he don't, his channel will die for real. An inescapable situation is a pretty good way of describing the drama, which is also why it deserves the harsh label of being a nightmare. Jimmy has no option but to publicly express acceptance of Chris's transition, as silence or even worse, disapproval would come with obvious severe repercussions. However, in accepting Chris's transition, Jimmy implies that this will be the new normal within the content, thus annoying a different group of people, many of whom will never express their true feelings and may rather simply click on fewer Mr. Beast videos. If this is the case, Jimmy has no option but to accept this fate, as removing Chris from the videos in any kind of way could create an even more severe media firestorm. The only clean solution, should things go south, might be for Chris to resign himself, and even then rumors and bad press will be unavoidable. Whether it be arrogance or ignorance, Chris seems oblivious to how this whole thing might impact Jimmy, forgetting that he achieved his current level of success by avoiding this exact type of drama.
Like, society is just so flicks right now, for fuck's sake. I am in the belief that if you are doing something like this on a scale this big, right? Okay, I understand that you may think that you understand some form of dysphoria. Like, I have a form of, like, I've felt a form of dysphoria when losing a lot of weight and still feeling fat, right? That's fine. If you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, that's a hell of a thing to deal with, right? I get it. I do. But to do it on this kind of scale, right? I mean, you can't just...
This is Jay.
Like, you can't do this in silence either. That's the thing, is you can't do it in silence. It's a fucked up situation. I'm sure he just wants to fucking, Chris wants to just be accepted for who he is. I'm going to still call him he. But it's just like, dude. But it's like, I don't think it really shows like that. I don't, like, Sonny makes a good point. He's just like, does he realize like how big of a shitstorm that this is? Like, seriously, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think he sees the fucking like giant elephant in the room, and it's just, I don't know, man. And it shouldn't be a minefield to walk through, right? Like, I don't give a shit. I don't watch Mr. Beast videos very much, if at all, right? Dude, I know and it's fine. Like, I know that like fucking Geo feels the same way. Like, I don't care either way. I just don't care. Like, and it's like, that's the thing, is that like, it's a very it feels like a very American thing, right? Like, I will say, like, it feels like a very American thing to like be all accepting and all of this shit. And I just am really, you know, I don't care, right? I just don't care. Hold on. There we go. Also, why did we stop a shiny hunt for that video? I missed a chapter. Oh, because we wanted to watch. I saw the Chris video and I wanted to watch, and Mer wanted to watch it again. I have no problem with gays, lesbians. I have issues with trans people who are parents. Yeah. It just feels like you're destroying the dynamic of a family. Like, you know, it's a difficult thing to do. It's like and like I feel like most kids who come from like a one parent home, like where like there was a divorce involved or something, they can almost 100% agree that like having two parents would be better. Now imagine you only had one parent and they're struggling with an identity crisis. Move to Europe, everyone here is racist, homophobic, and the other way to offend a regular American. Well, that's why I'm glad that most of you guys are Europeans, because I feel like I can have a more based worldview, and rather than just you know, like what the just is shoved down my throat, which objectively I don't agree with, you know, like. And this is just based on I've interacted with a lot of them, like dude, my mom works for a homeless youth shelter. A lot of them are in that LGBTQ community, and I haven't had a lot of bad experience. I haven't had a lot of good experiences. I just think that the bad experiences I have had with those people like can't outweigh a lot of the good ones. Having like, okay, so like I have a friend who has two dads. Like, it was never like it was like two dads, like that never really thought about it, right? Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, I didn't think about it too much, and they weren't like flamboyant either. They just two dudes who happened to be gay, right? And they were fine. Like, they were totally fine. Like, same thing if someone has like two moms. Like, it's probably like a weird like icebreaker thing at first, and then you just go like, oh, okay. Okay, so I'm part of this generation, unfortunately, but I feel like humanity is devolving back into monkey. I feel like we're gonna, dude, just give it. I feel like give it another 10 years, man. I really think once we get out of the 2020s, we're gonna see some shit that like devolving back to monkey. I mean, becoming snowflakes is going into random shit. No, we're actually evolving. We're actually still going forward because we're so bored. We need a struggle. I'm telling you, man. Wait till the next decade. I'm telling you, we are going to get one of the biggest non-PC resurgences ever. Because, like, all right, think about it, like, just in America, right? Think about it just in America. In America, like, everyone, like, hated, like, Trump, right? Because they said he was racist and all this shit and all of these different things, right? Now you can go to, like, most people in America, even in places like California, and they'll be like, oh, maybe Trump wasn't so bad. Like, just, like, on a basic scale. And he was looking out for the better interests of his people and all of that. And it's just, like, because we're just in a weird spot, man. And I feel there's a lot of people, like, in and outside of America who are putting their fucking foot down. No, it wasn't. The early 2000s, man. Dude, the early 2000s before it really, before it really started kicking off. Like, and like, it's just a fucking. It feels like a like, and like when people take stances on this, you know, the birth of the internet, like especially on a scale like Mr. Beast, where it's like, I want to know what percentage of his fan base is like of Western culture, you know, like Trump playing Minecraft means, so I like Trump based, like, because outside of that culture, like, is the majority, you know, and they 100%, they 100% do not accept what that is, like whatever the LGBTQ community it represents. They just don't. You can't ignore that. You can't say that you were going to change their minds. It is culturally impacted and driven into them, right? Like there was that whole news story of like Uganda not recognizing the LGBTQ community. And people were giving them shit about it. I'm like, dude, it's in their culture. Like, you literally can't do that. Like, you can't cancel an entire country because it's part of their culture. And most of Africa thinks like that. You know, you go outside of Africa, you try doing that in a fucking Arabian in an Arab country. Good fucking luck. Like, not happening. And it's just like, oh, because they're persecuted and whatever. And they're like, it's like, oh, we need to change their minds. It's like, yeah, sure. It's like having a more open way of thinking in general. Yeah, should be more widely accepted. But no one in their area has a problem with that. You know what I mean? I'd also like to say that if someone gets mad at me for not following their pronouns, I'm sorry, but how the fuck was I supposed to know exactly? I feel like America is lagging. America is trying to do this thing based on like what they're telling you what to think, right? Because there are a lot of schools now that like teach like openly that, oh, like here's the gay agenda, here's like what, and like sex education without the parents' consent. There are only two genders, by the way. My pronouns are attack helicopter. It has always been that way. The problem is that I try to avoid the politics of it as much as I can, but sometimes it's just kind of unavoidable. Like, it really, like, the times really follow, like, who our representative is. And, like, dude, if you take a stance that goes against the loud majority, like, you're fucking setting yourself up for some form of suicide. Like, seriously. Like, I was watching a Jimmy here stream, and he took a very strong stance with the, and it was like, I mean, and it turned me away from it. It was just like, the problem is that everyone focused on showing they care instead of showing that they don't. That is the best, 100% the best way to explain it. 100%. Both mindsets let people live how they want to live, but not caring just lets everyone do what they want. That is exactly it. I feel like the identify whole thing is really dumb. It's so dumb. I'm going to throw up. Like, it really is that simple. It 100% is that simple. Let's just move to one pronoun, dude. Dude is unisex. I've actually fucking explained that to someone like who had like pronouns. I mean, dude is a fucking unisex term. In my opinion, bro is also fucking, or bruh. Dude, bruh, and bro. Like, and it's like, oh, they sound masculine. Well, that's personal perception. But in reality, it really is a unisex term, in my opinion. I call people dude, and they say, actually, I'm a woman. Like, hey, dude, I would say to everybody. Exactly. Like, dude, like, I say fella. But even that, dude, it's crazy. Fella is too. Like, guy is also unisex. Any fucking pronoun could be fucking unisex. Hey, guys. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Like, woman world record was broken by a man who just said that he was a woman. Yep. Dude, you know what's so great? Is that South Park made an episode about this like 4 years ago. They made an episode about that like 3 or 4 years ago, and it's like all coming true. Do you remember the strong woman episode where she entered like a triathlon, and like a big burly man also entered? And if you speak out against it, you were transphobic. It was this whole thing. I can't believe they count that shit, man. Because if you don't count it, you're not inclusive. Like, but it's like objectively, like a man is stronger. Like someone who is someone who is trained at a bench press objectively, right, for 3 or 4 years, right? We'll say 4 years total. Like, does bench press and works out. A man will statistically be stronger than a woman every single time. Because you don't even need to have HRT anymore. You just need to identify as a woman. Exactly. People that change their pronouns aren't that bad compared to people that use non-neo pronouns. I haven't run into any of those people yet. If it's 50% more muscle, but he feels like a woman, so that's fair. I'm not calling you Zay Zemzer. Yeah, I'm not doing that. It also, I think, is because of social media, it seems a lot more prominent than it actually is. Because, like, dude, you go outside, what are the chances you run into someone like that? It's actually pretty low. Even in somewhere like LA, I think it's on the lower side. Like, it's lower than you would think. Right? Bro, I was at Dream Stand, say their pronouns were dream self. I remember that. I remember that weird time. That was something else. Can we restart civilization? No, sir, I'm not calling you. I'm calling you fucking Kyle. It is an interesting... But it's like, why does it also feel like you're walking on eggshells? Like, no matter how you talk about it, it's like you're always walking on eggshells. Even if you're saying good things about it, I feel like you're walking on eggshells. Because whenever you talk about it, you take a stance in some point. But in reality, no, sir, I'm not calling you 01100100111110101. It turns into like there are really good Jordan Peterson videos about it, like of just like identities and dictating. It's dictating speech. It might mean something, by the way. Oh, it might. I remember like there was a thing in Canada where it's like, oh, if you identify someone wrong, like you could actually get like a fine. You could get a fine or even see jail time if you identify someone wrong. And it turned into like, you can't do that. Like that was why Jordan Peterson even got as popular as he did, is because he was like, he's a psychologist. You can't dictate speech. You can't do that. Because here's the thing, is if you dictate speech, you dictate thought. And if you start controlling thought, then yeah. Is it a Rickroll? I don't know. It's very interesting. I'd like to identify myself as a gay black female, the T-54 tank. But I like to live in my own little world, man. I really do. I don't mind. It's like, I'll live in my little bubble. Like, and the beauty of like, you can, it's just like, your friends will think similarly to you, your family. It's like, I think a lot of it also comes from like something like my mom's generation, because she's very accepting of it. But I feel like someone like my dad wouldn't. I feel like someone my dad like wouldn't like bend like that, but I don't know. It's interesting. Like, have you heard of the TikToker who has this tan that he identifies as black because she wants to? Yes, I have heard of that. Racial identification. There was a fucking like BuzzFeed video about it, and it's like the most racist thing you could possibly do. Like it, like there was one person who identified as Korean to the point where they got surgery to look more Korean. They were white. They had white parents. Both like mom and dad were both white. But he was like, I like their culture so much to the point where I want to adopt it. And every white person was like, oh, that's fine. Like, that's normal. Like, totally. But then they talked to like actual like people who are Asian, and they were like, that is really weird. That is kind of freaky, and I don't like that. I really don't. Because I think one of them even said to his face, like, no matter what you do about degeneracy, you should watch this video later. It's like one of them even like said to his face, like, no matter what you do, you will never be Korean. Like, you didn't grow up Korean. He didn't even speak the language. He didn't even speak Korean. Like, he just like wanted to look like it. And man, that's just like, I would imagine like the first thing you would do is learn their fucking language, right? And no matter what you do, you're never gonna like sound like a foreign speaker, right? No matter what, like, unless you are actually born in the country speaking the language from day fucking one, you're never gonna sound like a pure speaker. And you're gonna have an accent too. Like, an American learning an Asian language is 100% going to have an accent. Like, you'll hear it. But like but you didn't have to cut me off. Yeah, buddy. Great song. And I love those videos of like a dude wearing it's like a dude wearing full traditional Chinese clothes, right? Let's change the subject. What's your favorite anime MILF? Ooh. Fuck. I don't know. I'll take them all. I don't care. There's no one in particular. That is a good question that even the top scholars often ponder. That was a good transition, though. Good transition. I approve. I'm actually unable to answer this question. Yeah, I'm starting to think the same. Listen, man. I just appreciate the Japanese for what they're doing. And, oh my god. So, okay, wait. Aiden will understand this better than you guys. But whenever there's a channel called, hey VJ, there's a channel called Best Motoring. They do like, it's basically Japanese Top Gear. No, we're doing shiny hunting today. I'm just kind of vibing right now. And for no reason other than for the sake of doing it, right? They have a girl dressed in like a cat suit, in like a cat bikini or whatever, and they have a whole segment dedicated to just showing off the girl. Max, when you play a horror game on stream, we played Alien Isolation. We did that over Halloween. Great game, by the way. Great fucking game. And for some reason, I've tried getting Five Nights at Freddy's a cat bikini. Yeah. And they make it very, 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 very obvious. Like, they make it very obvious. It's like, oh, look at how attractive she is. And then, but to make it even better, if I can find it, I'll show it. There was a video they did in America, and they probably found the biggest titted, blondest woman they could possibly find. Spoke no Japanese, had no fucking idea what they were saying, and they were just like very obviously ogling, just like, ooh, titties. Like, it was amazing. It was amazing. Hold on. If I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. No, it wasn't this one. Where was it? It was in a... It's like... It was so great. It was just so great because it was like... It is the total opposite of just like... Oh, don't do that. Like, don't, like, hide away. Be shameful about it. You know? Oh my god, it's great. Alright, I don't think I can find it. There's one. No, but it was... It's not the right one. Dude, the boys need to start uploading their fucking driving to YouTube. There's so much amateur and mediocre driving on YouTube. It's so fucking sad. I know you guys got fucking... I know y'all fucking got cameras and shit. I know you guys got GoPros and whatever. I need to see it. I need to see it happen. Play Nun Masker, you fucking pussy. Alright, thanks Tsunade and Android 18 just because it's them. I'm out of Rule 34 of it. Probably. Tsunade is up there. Like this, like the woman I'm like in this video from like the best motoring shit, like pretty much just think of a real life Tsunade. That's pretty much exactly what she looked like. They gave her like the skimpy, it wasn't like skimpy clothing, but they gave her like booty shorts and like a very like just like cure my tits, you know, like that was the whole getup. And I'm like, you can't do this now. Neuron activation, absolutely, brother. Like, dude, it was just like, you can't do that anymore. If you went on TV and like, because they made it really obvious. You're up next, I'm rooting for you. Based, let's do it, I'm rooting for me too. Hoping you qualify for round 3, dude. The S2000, man. Just drive her like you stole her. Is it just a stock S2K or is it tuned by somebody? Why have 365 viewers? What do you mean? I absolutely don't. As much as I would. As much as I would love to have that many viewers, I don't. It's showing for me. Based. That would be cool. Hey, man, one day maybe. That's what I'm shooting for. Must have been my bot. Sorry, JK. Bots are evil little bastards. Oh, dude, yesterday we got a viewer bot. Or like a promotion bot the other day. I genuinely haven't seen a promotion bot in like 6 months, maybe? It has been a while. It has been a while. I can't hear because I'm muted, but I hope that was a funny timing. It always is, I'm going to add more sound effects soon. Probably after stream today because it'll roll into the weekend. Yeah, this weekend I'll find another sound effect. Arrows wants a metal pipe. Thank you, Ayashi. Very cool. Guys, I think that was the raid that's the raid that's gonna put us over the top. That one right there. My face went offline raid. One day, we're doing our best, man. We're doing the thing. We're doing the thing. That was weird. The fucking sound, like, played for, like, half a second and then died. Weird. If I were to do a Nuzlocke of BDSP, let's go. I need to make a whole new account for it. Like I completely forgot about it. I would like to do it though. Like I want to do a Nuzlocke really badly. Have you seen Cats? Like the movie, like the really awful CG animated movie? Because no, I haven't seen it. It looked awful. It looked fucking disgusting, dude. Like that movie was just yikes. Just yikes. It wasn't. I even looked back and looked at it. We are a ways away, my friends. We shouldn't be, though. We shouldn't be. We have a fucking long dry spell we need to break for full odds. On this, let me remind you, on this account, we are at about a 12,000 encounter dry spell for a full odd shiny. Like, that is not a joke. I want to watch the Mario movie. I'm going to borrow it when I have the chance. I'm not watching a shitty fucking handy cam video of it, though. Like, when people record those videos, right? The handy cam, like the stolen, like, handy cam movies, right? Do they actually, like, go back and look at it? You know? Like, do they actually watch that shit? Or they just do it to put it on, like, 1, 2, 3 movies? There's got to be some money behind it. Like, there's no reason to do that without, like, someone paying for it. Borrow, I have a feeling that we were both about to do something pirating. Hey, that's why I'm going to give it back. Probably. After I've watched and enjoyed it at full HD quality. We need a keyword, probably. You know, okay, so here's the thing, though, right? Piracy, to an extent, only applies if you're reselling the merchandise. So it's like if I had a burned copy CD of the Mario movie and I started distributing it, that would be piracy. I see through your lies. Technically, I'm right. There's a difference between piracy and stealing. Piracy is resale. Stealing is taking something and not giving it back. Borrowing is taking something but giving it back. Did you learn nothing from the Free Balloon Day episode of SpongeBob? I can't believe I'm talking. It's ridiculous. What are they teaching you guys in school? Yeah, you stole a free balloon on Free Balloon Day. Have you catch the shiny? I don't even have Scarlet and Violet. I didn't even buy it. There you have it, boys. Max confirmed. It's piracy. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Dude, whenever, like, I can't believe you're not borrowing and you're not giving back. You know, well, that usually applies to an object. Are you saying women are objects then? Are you the animal? Yes. You know what? I respect that. But dude, oh my god. I can't believe how long, right? Like the beauty of Pirate Bay, right, is that the person who came up with it, the person who made the Pirate Bay, wanted to have all forms of online distributed media to be free. And damn it if I'm not rooting for him every goddamn day. Because free open source media is like should be a thing. If everyone did it, like there should be no money in it. No one should be spending any goddamn money on like buying movies online. You lose no quality in the police station right now. Oh no, what did you do? Are you just getting your bike back? The pirating of the game is no longer for sale for ages. They say, dude, at that point, like, money shouldn't exist, but people should be forced to work a little. That sounds like communism. Trying to get my bike. Yeah, nice. No title. Yeah, that's gonna be a tricky one. But, emulation is so not communism. Kumbaya. So what did you want to say? So for a game that isn't distributed anymore, the developer can say that it's stolen property, and it usually technically is. But for something like emulation, where it's pretty much open source, at that point, it's fuzzy. It is really fuzzy. I don't think you as the player take any heat, but if you buy it, okay, so like let's say you have a copy of Mario 64, right? And it wasn't licensed and distributed by Nintendo, then technically Twitch is an emulation of TB, yet nobody bats an eye and nobody pays for it. Exactly. If you're the one playing the game, you don't take any flack for it. But the person selling it to you would. It really comes down to the whole, are you making money on it? Are you making money on the pirated product? That's why, like, remember that whole period of time where Nintendo was striking down any video that had Mario in it, or like any form of Nintendo media? It was immediately strike down because like people were you can make money on playing the game. They still do. Yeah, they still do. Very much like not as much as they used to though. But yeah, like, because you are technically making money on, if they don't want their product in a view like that, they can do that. The way you get around, because now we're in copyright law. We're not in piracy law anymore. We're in copyright law. Technically what I'm doing, talking over the game as we turn it on and off and having overlays and shit, technically is a new version of the media, right? Which would fall under fair use. They just got overwhelmed. People were like, oh, we can't stream it or show it being played. Okay, Nintendo is the king of copyright law. 100,000 people started doing it. Are you really going to ban everyone? You couldn't do it. No one is better. I mean, there pretty much every company that you think of that is king of copyright law. Also, it's good marketing. It is. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Any company that you think of that is like, this is the one, like this is the company that is like the worst of the worst, like with copyright law. It's not Disney. It's pretty much any Japanese company. Any Japanese company. Who are the people who own Dragon Ball? Those fuckers are real brutal with it. It's so weird. They'll take down a dude's entire channel, right, of commentary over Dragon Ball shit, right? They took down his entire channel. Bandai, no. Bandai Namco is actually pretty good about it. But like pretty much any anime publisher is usually really tight about their shit. Star Wars is called Bird Studio. Like, dude, any shonen thing, any shonen jump shit, forget about it. Oh, and they hit you hard. Oh, they don't take apologies. They hit you fucking, because they view it as you stole their property, you know? And international copyright and shit. Like, that's why you can't have, like, that's why you can't have Godzilla in a movie without express written consent of the person who created Godzilla. Because, remember in the Austin Powers movie, they made a joke about that. Like, it's a giant lizard monster. It's Godzilla. It's like, due to international copyright law, this isn't Godzilla. So what's allowed and what isn't? Pretty much everything is allowed as long as you are not freely redistributing the product. If you're not making money on it and you're not giving it out for free, then it's okay. If you are just using it, did you watch the new Winnie the Pooh movie? No, I didn't. The most recent movie I've watched was Tetris, which I actually I actually thought it was okay. It's horror. Oh. I don't fucking watch horror movies. But yeah, piracy is by some random dude. Technically, Winnie the Pooh is will be, if they don't. It really depends on like when Disney loses the rights to, because there's a cycle to holding on to rights for something. Like Mickey Mouse will go through a period of copyright. Like there's a period of time where Mickey Mouse will be free use. There's a period of time where Winnie the Pooh will be free use for a little bit. In the next 100 years, this song you're listening to will be free use. Mickey Mouse on stream, but will be next year. On a steamboat will be next year. It's crazy, man. I think that's insane that there's media that's been around so long that it's about to be open source. That it's about to be free use. Like, that blows my mind. Oh. I don't know why this just reminded me of it, but I saw an article today, or like on Instagram, of this guy. It was a soccer player's ex-wife tried suing him for his entire fortune, which was worth millions. But when she took him to court, right, the judge let her know that he has no money. Like, there is no money in his name. Not a single penny. Not a single fucking penny. Because when he signed the contract in his mom's name. So all of his paychecks go and get deposited by her and are held in her bank account. So when she went to sue him for everything he's got, she couldn't get a dime. Which I'm like, brother, that is fucking genius. Like, this should atone for my sins. You're scaring me, man. You're scaring me, man. Yeah, that one yesterday was fucked up. That one was bad. How long is it? All right, it's less than 10 minutes. Let me get to a good pause area, and then let's get to 1410, right? Or 1450. Let's do 1410. I'm down to vibe with a video, because I swear to God, I spent so long looking for a good one. Ooh. If you disappoint me again, it will be punishable by death. You understand this. I understand, Father. Good. Good. We'll get to 1410, and then the first the first meme looks promising. It involves a pickle jar and a man standing over it, and it brings fear to my eye. You know, that triggered like a fucking fight or flight response. Do you know the series of videos that would make you scared of a man standing over a pickle jar? Oh shit, don't watch that. It's actual porn. Like, you know, if you've been on the internet long enough, do you know the series of videos that I'm thinking of? Because I really hope you don't know what I'm talking about. I really hope you don't know what I'm talking about. Yes. Yes, I do. Man, there's some fucked up shit, man. It's like a mental nail on chalkboard, you know? Oh, it's awful. And for those of you who have no fucking idea what I'm talking about, whatever you do, don't, you know what the thing is that I don't even know if you could even search for it. Like, I don't know what you would search for. Actually, I do know what you would search for, but it's pretty obvious at that point. I just hope to God you never stumble upon it. That's all. That is all. I just hope to God you never stumble upon it like I did. There are some fucked up individuals. That dude. Oh, man. You stumbled upon it? What are we talking about? I got a pancake. Nah, dude, I found it on accident. And that's the worst. That is the worst way to find that series of videos. It's not just one video either. It's like multiple. One man, one jar. Yeah, the video. He also did it with a light bulb. Do you think, like, when he goes to the hospital, like, people, like, the doctors, like, didn't it break in his ass? Yep. Yes, it did. But he's done it with multiple things that have broken in his ass. It's a whole series of fucking videos, man. It's awful. All of them are awful. All right. What was he done it with? I think he did it with a pickle jar. He did it with a jar. Like, he's done it with a jar. And the whole point of the videos is they break in his ass. Like, that's the whole point of the videos. Oh, it's awful. Oh, it's fucking awful. Are we talking about breaking jar ass guy who died? I wouldn't doubt if he died because that fucker is a menace. I love and hate that everyone knows who this guy is. Oh, he died. If it's the mason jar guy, it's the mason jar guy for sure. The one where, like, I know him as, like, the light bulb guy. I think it was 17 hours in hospital. I genuinely am worried if everything was okay with his head. No, it wasn't. It was not all right. He definitely, like, there are people, like, I've heard about people, like, who get pleasure from pain, right? Like, there's literally a neuron misfire in their brain where it's, like, getting hurt, and the more painful it is, like, the more, like, they get aroused by it. Like, I know those people exist. That was 100% one of those people. 100%. There's no other reason you break multiple objects in your ass for the fun of it. Heard of people who get pleasure from pain? Yes. Like, that is 100% this dude. Sometimes, Max, I think you don't even know I exist. You derive pleasure from a different kind of pain. All right. One little meme comp. One little meme comp to atone for Pepper's sins. Why doesn't Opera snap tabs? It's super annoying. Like, this shit, just this fucking screenshot scares the shit out of me. Like, just use Brave. Nah, bro, Opera's so good, though. Opera's so good. It's like the only problem. Opera has just stopped snapping tabs for me. No ads, Max. I don't get ads anywhere. Man, hold on. I just can't move tabs between screens anymore. That sucks. Two girls, one cup, one man, one jar. The baseball battering and the personal favorite, M&M fountain. You shouldn't be 13 doing that, man. God, pancakes are so good. Lampshade. Yep. Meme comms have just gotten worse. They have. This is better than the one yesterday, though. Max, I've sent you so much shit on TikTok. Dude, I don't get the notification on my phone anymore. How long do you think it'll take for War Thunder to get another military like leak? Bro, I'd slam that whole damn thing at 4:88 a.m. It's a shortage of good memes. It's not that the comps aren't good. It's just a lack of good memes being produced. I don't know if you ever watched it. Probably not. No. No. Like, there's a decent amount of funny and cool shit in there. I'm down to go to the TikTok after. It's also like some of them are so old too. FYI, one of the vids I sent was Ryan Reynolds did Jack Black's new song. Nice. PE teachers are wild, bro. Just orange cat being an orange cat, you feel me? Ah! Oh, I love surface tension. I love surface tension. He's not even enjoying the pepper. I don't know if that's cute or kind of nasty. Did you see that the WWE and the UFC are fucking merging? Oh. Oh. Dude, $21 billion merge. That's nuts. You still own that the shares of WWE? Watch this. I will. Hi, Arrows. How dare you oversleep? I was sleepy. I know what the problem is. You ain't got no gas in it. I'm just letting him know he can't fucking park there. You know, he's got a point. He's got a point. What is this guy trying? What was the objective? Big pisser. Why are the Chinese making funnier videos than we are? Steven Universe is a fire cartoon. It started rough, but it did get really good towards the end. And the last few episodes were kind of eh. We really just got that elevator music going. It's warm, so he sits is in there. Dude, it's gonna be bad when I get a cat. Relax, Arrows. Are all of these just okay? Why did we sit through these? God damn it! Why did he do that? There was no reason for him to do that, and he went and did it. Okay, that was a pretty sweet transition. I ain't even gonna cap. He just did it. My brain. Nope. 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 Red Bull gives you wings. All right. A lot of backstory for that. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, this commercial was wild. Cool. Thanks for the needless reaction. You could have just posted the damn meme. Any other sentence just followed by incoherent screaming. Jesus Christ, man. Seen it. Like, dude, the thing with me and memes, man, is that like it just my brain just turns into mush. I dislike. Why can't we just watch the Boondocks? Just go watch the fucking Boondocks. Don't watch it in clips. Every episode is fire. Yeah, I forgot. It'll happen after stream. Okay. All right. And that's enough memes. God, Jesus, I'm really worried about what makes you fuckers laugh. Am I just stone cold? You know what? Let's see. Shut up. Shut up. Stop talking. There you go. You, in fact, have actually been sending me a lot of shit. And some softcore porn. This one I've never saved videos until I met you. Want to take a risk? It's a perfect mix. I never liked the videos. Good. You know, let's go in blind. Oh, wait, is it? This is the one. Oh, no! This is the one we watched yesterday. It was super mid. Oh, it was so mid. I already disliked it. Fuck. It was already mid. My recommended is normal. Big rock. Big rock. I like Big Rock. I have TikTok because I use it to upload shit. I never use it. I have a sleeper build. Dude, I don't know how people spend fucking hours on TikTok. I just can't do it. See, my go-to app, my app poison is fucking iFunny. And iFunny feels pretty fucking tame to this. By the way, every vid that has a plane is fucking porn. Oh, that's good. You're making me really, really want to check out my, like, hold on, let's see. Mario purchased at 26,000. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. There's nothing I can do. I'm on an ad break. Based. Saw this. Just wanted to say you gave me bad luck. No! I didn't do shit. Apparently, Meat Canyon made a Sneeko Meets Charlie video. Yeah, I saw it. You talking about your stream bot made me get one. Let's go. I always got to get... Anyways, later, skater. Just hit me with a vine boom. You're in semifinals. Based. Oh, I'm not watching this whole fucking thing. That carpet's nasty, dude. I'm going to keep ignoring you. I just hate how universal, like, this fucking format is. I really do. I really hate it. I really, really fucking hate it. I'm going to keep ignoring him. What the how do you even... Did you take a fucking blowtorch to it? Like, how does an Xbox controller even melt that bad? Okay, Jedi. What is his build? Then bees can wander through the forest. We do so as we please. How not to drift. Let's do it. Oh, not the 240, man. Not the 240. Yep, there it is. Another one lost. Cheeseman is based. His build is nuts. This guy's actually handling it Aww. The third clip has me geeking. What was the objective? Oh! Oh, he's out of here. See, Aiden gets it. Aiden understands. All of you are garbage. All of them are garbage. And we're about to lose another 240. Let's go. Out of here. Clear. Jesus. Oh, I love this video. It's classic. So great. Not the fucking 240, man. Come on. How? How? You're going so slow. It's fucking front wheel drive, you monkey. Off the gas, let off. And there he goes. Just a little common sense would save so many of these slides, man. Wait, that's clean? Until he slams on the brakes. That's the last. Do people know what fucking drivetrain they have when they do these? There's no way, right? There's no way. The amount of people that are trying to slide front-wheel drive cars is fucking stupid. The SUV one was good. S15. What are you doing? You're fucking... Alright. Alright. Give it some gas. Give it some gas. Yes, because locking her down is 100% how you're going to stop. Snow and drifting, not a good idea. I'm going to put in pin. We're going to put a pin in this because these are... Not the R33. Part 2. Oh, shit. Part 2. Part 2. Man. Don't. Why? Achilles! I can't hear you, but you made it to finals. Doing your run now. Good luck. Hell yeah. Base tire. You hit the only pole. Like, given there are trees and guardrails everywhere, but you hit the only pole. Imagine flipping your car on an autocross drift course. Are these professionals? Dude, sometimes I watch professional drifting and I'm just like, man, you're a professional at this. Let's go, D1. Oh. At least with D1 crashes, you get really excited announcers. Dude, the chase car snapped. Oh. How to ruin your fun day at your track event. Bro, you didn't even drive. He locked it up before he even started sliding. Oh, this is Long Beach. Max, do you know how a roundabout works? Because I don't think most Americans do. Yes. To the most part. I feel like it's somewhat common sense. Or at least the gist of it is. You yield till you have an opening. And once you have an opening, you go. Everyone on the outside. Everyone on the outside, you're going to go to the immediate exit. It's supposed to keep a constant flow of traffic. They're easy to understand. I don't understand how most of this country doesn't get it. Man, Mustang crashes are just so fucking sad. That would have been really clean, actually. I'm down to just watch car fails, man. I am so down to just watch drift fails or car crashes, man. Why are they going in from the wrong side? Why are they going in from the wrong side? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy gets it. That guy understood. I hate them, man. I hate them so much. I hate them. I hate them, man. Well, it wasn't a question until now. Bruv. Yeah, you think Chinese go potty tastes like chicken chow mein? One of the greatest questions. This guy said he curated this shit. What the fuck is this? And that one just that one is just a skip. Just that one is just a skip, brother. I've seen it, but we're gonna let it play out. The right response. What are we feeling? I'm like we feeling more not how to drift. We feeling NASCAR crashes, rally crashes, expensive fails. I've been fucking with the drifting fails. How did one guy rip the bumper off? The next guy ran over his own tire. Dude, if you're gonna break your shit and get mad about it, don't fucking take it to a drifting event. Alright, this is clean, and then he lost it. That was clean up until the spin. That's a sick drift car, though. An old Mercedes E-Class. Don't root for him. Don't root for him. Don't root for him. He's... out of here. Homie was out of here. And there goes the motor, boys. Man, it'd be real nice if this camera focused. There we go. God, so much broken plastic. Ah! 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 Oh my God. Yeah, you deserve that. You are beating the fuck out of your car. You deserve that. What the fuck? What all of that? And I think that was in a Miata too. Like the dude is like banging gears, not fucking like modulating the throttle at all. Like, he is just letting it rip. All right. All right. Wait, that was kind of clean. I was really expecting something more to fucking happen. I also don't understand how people can crash their car with such velocity going so slow. Not the RX-7, not the RX-7. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. How much strength do you need to actually fuck a dragon in D&D? It's not what I expected here, but I'm here for it. Stop! 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 Oh my God, what are you... Oh my God, man. Some people just genuinely shouldn't be allowed to drive. He didn't wreck it, thank God, but that was awful. It wasn't even like a one-wheel peel. It was like, dude, it just kept hooking. And I'm like... Okay. All right. You know what? Oh! Some of these are really violent. You know what? That's probably the best way that could have gone. No way, bro. Come on. Again, how the hell do you roll a car at a drift event? Now all your shit be fucked up. Oh, the jump drift. Really cool event. Really sketchy, though. Oh, there he goes. He's going for it. Gas. It's vroom, vroom, vroom. That it is. He was going straight. How did the guy going straight crash? Anytime I have like any worry about driving, right? I do watch some of these to make myself feel better because it is ridiculously stupid. You just crashed a V10 M5. That's insane. Tighten your lugs. No, if you fuck up if you fuck up anything in a car, I feel like the one thing everyone should know is that if you fuck it up once, don't go for it again. That was God giving you that was God giving you a warning. Like if you have like a sketchy corner, a sketchy slide, just anything comes out sketchy, just don't go for it again. Yeah, a lot that yellow flag's gonna do after a 4-car pileup. It's always like some of the nicer stuff too. S15s. Not the Clash of Clans livery! That barbarian got a little close there. Dude, I need to piss so bad. No! What are you doing? What are you doing? You are a bona fide fucking tard, man. Yes, I'm going to drive into the person doing drifts. They're both not going to make it, aren't they? It's just so much broken plastic, man. Oh my god. What are you doing, man? All right, we got what? All right. I feel like the only good thing about crashing a drift car is that they're kind of meant to be broken. It's such a nice 240, man. It's always the nice 240s. I hate that the 240 just got the stigma of drift car. You know, because like they're nice. Like they're so nice. They're so clean. They handle well. They don't have to be drift cars, but everyone who buys one turns it into a drift car. Well, it was either camera or the pole. How you doing, We're watching driving fails. Congratulations. Fuck yeah, we root for the S2000. Winning car of the week. W. Everyone knows the S2000 is king of the Goonsai, my friend. It's how it be, not how it do, you feel me? One for an unfortunate DNF on the golf. Did not finish. Did not pass go. Did not collect you $200. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're in the mom sedan, bro. Okay, wait a minute. Wait, it's actually kind of clean. Until it... Oh, you are going really fast. Ooh, wait, dyno fails? Okay, before this starts, I need to piss really badly. 2 seconds. Golf mechanic. Big pisser. Oh, let's get it. Let's get it. Just stop counter steering. Yeah, buddy. All right, let's watch big explosions. Come on, let's watch engines exploding. It's only 5 minutes. It's only 5 minutes. Come on. Wait, that was sick, actually. Tighten your shit down. Entries are open for next week. All right, I gotta think of something. Oh, wait, never mind. You can't enter again. You won. Like, I can't enter a car, or I can't enter, like, period. It's a car of the week. Oh! So we on his Discord, you can't enter till end of the month because you're in for a car of the month. Oh, based. So on his Discord, he does a car of the week, which like you choose a car, it runs on the goon site, whoever wins, you know the drill. Am I allowed to send a link? You can. Yeah, I don't care. It's a very nice chill Assetto server. But that's if you want to. It's up to you. Oh, so you don't drive. You pick a car and have driven. Yes. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, like best motoring hot version. Someone didn't tie her down hard enough. Taylor was not getting off. What just exploded? Was that a tire? Oh my god. There were people right next to that. Holy shit. That's like a brand new tire, too. I love when an engine blows up so bad it just starts puking its guts out on the floor. Who drives the cars? We does. We will drive. We drives the cars for car of the week, so it's consistent all the through all the tests. Man, I kind of want to drive the Goonsai. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Is it actual cat and mouse or just for time? It's just for time. Got it. Oh, not the B5. Okay, it was just it just started puking coolant. I want to drive more, but it's like, dude, it's just such a fucking pain in the ass to like, to just set up the wheel. You know what I mean? But every time I get in that mood, I'm like, I want to drive. I want to do some Assetto or something. Do we drag the fucking heavy bitch out? I feel like we should. A little bit of driving. Why not? gotta find. Please reconnect. God damn it. That what just happened is always something I worry about. Always. 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 Always something I worry about is sometimes when I go to plug in a USB to the back of my computer, what'll happen is I'll bump the wire, my Ethernet wire, and everything dies. Everything dies. So that was fun. That was a fun little excursion. Oh, it sucks. Oh well. Oh well. It be that way sometimes. It be that way. It's fine. It's all good. Let me drag the wheel out of its fucking. Homie makes me want to drive the Goonsai, so. Oh, that was bad on the back. Oh, yeah. Why is it that you only remember of an issue that you have when you start needing to use the thing? You know what I mean? All right. Close that. Move this over there. Hold on. I know you have the hat because of the bad hair day. Yeah, the back of my hair was standing up. It was really annoying. There we go. But yeah. So I hit the fucking Ethernet cable. I hit the fucking Ethernet cable on the back of my computer when I was plugging in the USB, and it died, which is a bit of an L on my part, but it happens. Wait, no, I want this. Literally the one cable not to hit. Well, what happens is there's a USB port right next to it, right? There's a USB port right next to the Ethernet cable, and it's like the only one available on my. It's the only one available Well, also the cord is super short. There's a lot of issues. There's a lot of issues. What was it? Didn't Paris make a Honda S2000? He did. He did. No. Back to pits button. Back to pits button. Back to pits button. For fuck's sake. God, every time you load up Assetto, you gotta do that. Now we are good. Now we are good. We're good. We're good. God, it takes a minute, but we get there at the end. Work with me, man. Work with me. There you go. Good boy. Much better. Much better. Super quiet. Much better. There we go. I forgot I raised the FOV a lot, but it feels so good. God, it actually feels like I can see through the corner. God, this thing drives so good. Oh, it's so nice. Oh! You know, it's been a minute since we've all the boys have probably really been on an Assetto server. But I get it. I understand why. Because no one wants to download mods and shit. I get it. I do. But, like, to all rip the Paris cars, dude. Oh, my God. They're so nice. Of course, I lose it literally on the final fucking corner. Boost kicks in right at the overcrest. The other thing that's so great about, like, Paris's cars, you just never need to tune them. They're always perfect. Like, say what you want about the guy, but he knows his shit. Here, wait, let's try, like, driving like Knob at 10 and 2. Dude, how do you drive like this? It feels so awkward. This hand position feels so garbage. You can't get proper leverage on the wheel, especially for, like, corners like this. I can hear the understeer. Oh shit. I could hear the understeer starting on that hairpin. It's like, it's not the worst, but it's not great. I feel like I'd have more control holding the bottom of the wheel and nothing else. Oh no, I'm gonna flip. This is my fault, ain't it? This isn't the winning S2K, but it's close. So this is an S2K that's made by one of my buddies who makes Assetto mods. And this is one of the best S2000s I've ever driven. It is hands down one of the best S2000s, like, on Assetto, period. You gotta give me credit for carrying it through, because it's that slidey slide. This thing doesn't slide very much. This thing is planted. 420 horsepower turbo S2000. I think it has a Jay's Racing body kit on it. Also, when I plugged in my wheel, I fucking hit the Ethernet cable on my computer. So that's why stream died for a second. I use Jay's Racing. I have the Jay's Racing. I just need to... But this thing, I mean, like, this is, like... I think it has full Jay's Racing suspension. It's very much a Jay's Racing S2000. Or at least it feels like it. I have to ask Paris. I know he just made some new cars, too. Like, fuck. Man, giving it gas on the exit of that hairpin is weird, because you can start... if you do it too early, you 100% start understeering. That was weird. I missed the fucking... Like, I missed the entire shift lever with my hand. Oh, I got picked up by the curb. I need to drive his RX-8 after this. Okay, it doesn't have the Jay's Racing kit on it. I wonder what kit he based it off of. Maybe an Amuse. I only know the Jay's and Amuse. But the Jay's is fucking scary. What am I doing? What am I doing? I literally just was like, I literally just got teleported to like another dimension for a second. I just didn't know what was going on. I just want to do a full lap. I just want to do one full lap at least. Like, this thing drives how I would imagine it would drive in iRacing. Man, I'm trying to set up for the fucking corner after the hairpin. Oh man, I just cut it just a little too close. Why you have the cow winter roll and you're posting the winter channel based. I know my vehicles, brother. I know my vehicles. All I needed to know was at some point the S2000 was just going to win. That was just a fact. Like, you can't escape the Jays winning streak. You just can't. The runner-up is probably gonna. I'm gonna say it now. If someone doesn't recommend the feed RX-7, like they're not thinking Goonsai, bro. Or that fucking MRS, dude. Oh my god. Like, am I the only one thinking strategically here? And is it the full lap or is it only like the first section? I think it's the full lap. Shit, I can't read and drive. I'm dead. Whoa, it got really loose. No, Tino is 8-6 third time entering. I'm rooting for it. First section for round 1 and 2, then longer for 3 and 4, not the full. Gotcha. Here, I think I have the feed. I think I have the feed. Seriously. I know I have the Kamehameha. Dude, honestly, the Kamehameha RX or RX-7 like really was that was a bit of a poison for me, man. It really was. I don't know why. I don't think that Kamehamehas even look necessarily that great. I just kind of like the story with the guy building them. It's got a bit too much power. I need to drive. I just need to drive an RX-8 for a little bit. Again, not the greatest rotary in the world, but fuck, man, there's. I'm gonna make a car of the week channel and upload the full uncut VOD and then upload highlight videos like top crashes, fastest runs. Definitely do that. Did you make a YouTube channel for your stream? Not yet. Yeah, you need to do that. It's super, super important. Like, make two. Make one for like your main channel and then make one for your VODs. Because like every stream I record. Oh, VIP isn't based on time or anything. It's just kind of based on who I feel like giving it to. You've definitely earned it by this point. It's more or less just me being lazy and doing it. God, I love this car. I love this car so much. It's not very competitive, like all things considered, like as far as like a Goonstai car, because it's very top heavy. But I mean, shit, this is way more entertaining. It also slides really well. I can't read and drive. I see it's moving though. It just does everything you want to do. It's so great. I'm missing my turn-in point there. I was hoping it was gonna settle before the rebound. He doesn't know. You're so fast. What a run! That run was epic. Ooh, we were zooming, brother. It's the car, man. It really is. It's the car. Yes, arrows. Loki, wanna watch? This is what you get for ignoring me. Come on, there you go. Good boy. I can't believe it slowed down enough there. Oh, so you want to know what's even more amazing about this car? Is Paris has a tri-rotor variant of this car. And, oh my god. It's like my dream build. It really is. I'm not ignoring chat. I just can't read while I drive. It's dangerous, you know. There we go. Ah, the setup was there. You bastard. Fuck you guys. You're a couple of binguses. Look at that. We finally finished a run. Why am I getting a phone call? Oh, it's Aiden. I also didn't switch the camera back. I'm a fucking bingus. Why did no one say that? I loved watching that. Oh, I answered the phone, Aiden, and then it didn't. Weird. Thanks for letting me know. Because my thing is all the way over there. Because Aiden's my IRL boy. Oh. They deleted it. Oh, you guys are bastards. You guys are fucking bastards. You deleted his message? Fuck you guys. I am inevitable. You know what it was? We really sold it because the one message I read for him was that was a hell of a run. And I'm like, that was kind of fast, wasn't it? Like, I'm like sliding the car and shit. Like, I'm having a great time. Like, I was fucking hauling the goddamn mail. Absolute creatures, all of you, except for Aiden. Honestly, if we didn't say that was a hell of a run, I honestly wouldn't. I would have noticed it a bit sooner. The thing that made me notice, was like the subconscious thought just came through my head of like, I never changed the camera back, didn't I? Fuck you. I'll ignore you however long I want to. I need like a little light or something. I would enter this car, but it's not competitive. There we go. Damn it, dude. God. Like an audiobook. What? Oh, shut up. So glad he's talking. Shut up. I can see that the mic is working because I have the audio mixer and I can see it. There's some things you can get me on and some things you can't. The definitely, like... The fucking Stream Deck, though. No, I didn't. I was cycling cars. What else we got? GTR Nismo? Maybe. Yes. I hate you guys. Yes, arrows. Uh-huh. All right. The only good R35 mod. Oh, it's so weird. I did it again. I know I did it again. I did it again. I did it again. I forgot to change the fucking camera back. I did it again. I didn't even need to read it. I didn't even need to look. I didn't even need to fucking look. I didn't even need to look. I know I did. I didn't even need to look. I knew. I knew, like, the second I went, I'm like, I didn't switch it back. You're sitting right fucking here. You know, it's my own damn fault because it's like all of them look like the same color when they're on or off. So stupid. Because it only happens when I'm fucking driving. Like, that's the only time, like, when I really notice that I don't, like, switch it back. Oh, shit, I'm dead. I don't know how much longer I'll be going for. I didn't plan on streaming that long today. I also overslept, so. Dude, the GT, it's just like, there's so much play in the fucking steering. There is no good driving R35 on Assetto. Like, you do not get, like, you do not get a lot of feedback from the wheel. I think Paris did a really good job of mimicking what this thing does. Because it's like, okay, so it's all electronic steering, right? But it's like the most, I mean, it's like super invasive. Like, you can't feel fucking anything. You can't feel fucking anything until, like, it is too late. Like, this, like, you can kind of feel a little resistance, but for most part, no, you can't feel anything. Especially when you're moving, like, oh my god. And you'd think the car would stop. I would like a clean run with this thing. Fucking looks good though. Sounds stupid. I feel like the sound could be a lot better. You have to drive this thing so smoothly. Whenever MCR gets to the fucking goon side, I always think the same thing. It's the same thing. I mean, this is GTR's problem in general. It's just too powerful. It's just is way too much power for this course. I don't, man. I love how humbling this car is, because every time like I watch a video of a GTR or whatever, I'm like, that looks so cool. It looks like it drives so nice. And then like I'll drive this one and I'm like, man, if the IRL thing drives anything like this, I never want to be near one. Like, and the thing is like, I trust how Paris codes his shit. I trust how Paris makes his shit, because like they're some of the most accurate cars like on Assetto. And this thing's I remember talking to him about it, like with it was him, me, and Trent. And he was like, bro, like, it's like, don't complain about the GTR. That's how they actually drive. Like, very little information, unless you're actually in it and like driving it, because you have to feel through your ass. Very little feeling through your hands. Very electronic. Very heavy. It doesn't really fit with my style. Like, you have to be super gentle with like, and it's not because it's gonna oversteer and kill you, it's because it's gonna fucking understeer. This is the GTR, the Paris's GTR he made. It is a very invasive car. Like, invasive in the sense that like it kind of gets in the way of like things you need to like really drive it effectively. I'm sure someone other than me would get a lot more information on it like while driving, but it literally, like, there are times where I literally like I'm not getting enough information. Like, it is so electronic. I want to do one more. I mean, it is very fast. it would benefit so much if it was just a little less electronic, but it also is like I mean, it's a GTR, you know? It is a super technologically advanced machine. Like, the suspension is super stiff, and you can feel nothing through the wheel. Like, I'm getting resistance from, like, where I'm turning, but it's like, it's not like road feel. Like, you know that, like, you know what I mean? I mean, when you start dialing it in, it starts driving a little bit better, but, like, you can't just, like, hop in this thing and, like, rip it. You know, I wonder why they don't test, like, more, like, super sports cars or supercars on the Goonsai. Maybe because no one will let them. But a GTR, shit, fuck it. Who cares? Like, they've done a Corvette. They've done multiple GTRs. They've done an LC 500, but nothing really outside of that range. And it's not like they don't test supercars either. They just fucking don't do it on the Goonsai. $225. I'm just running through like Paris's cars. I honestly don't even bother driving anything else. Let's see. Let's see. Do we have anything? 430 Cup. 4GT. Every Honda under the sun, pretty much. The Lotus Vader spec is a fucking interesting car, man. Didn't he make a fucking... That might not have been his. You know what? One of these might be interesting. Porsches. A lot of Porsches. A lot of Porsches. Let's do a Porsche. Let's do... Where was that 930? Or maybe... No. God damn it, dude. Why? Why? This mouse sucks. much horsepower does that thing have? 997.2 GT3. 991.1. 996. Yeah, let's do the 996. Drive the Spirit MRS. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for it, but then I saw the Porsche and I was like, eee, Porsche. This thing rips on the Nürburgring. Man, you could barely hear this thing. I remember this thing used to scream. Super light steering. Dude, this thing just goes wherever I point it. I wonder if this thing has brake temp simulation. I would imagine it does. I know most of his Porsches do. Dude, this thing just hooks. Dude, this thing's fucking wild. It's always like you get a little bit extra out of it, and then you want to push it a little bit harder, and then you lose it. I let off just for a second, man. Just for like a little bit. This thing would definitely be more set up for a track, but this isn't too awful. Man, that second gear is so long. One more, and then I want to do the MRS, and then I think I don't know. I'm just enjoying the drive, my friend. There we go. That felt good. You know what it is? It just sounds like it's in a lower gear, but in reality, it's actually it's right in that perfect rev range. It's just really quiet. Everything gets warm on this car, oh, it starts driving so nicely. It's crazy. That might have been the cleanest run I've done in a while. There we go. That felt good. That felt really good. That is a fucking fun car. Holy shit. Like, when everything started getting warm on that thing, it was just hooking. The brakes felt good. The fucking tires felt good. Everything just felt good. Techno Spirit MRS. What was the time? 2:27 around the full course. Don't know if that's fast. Don't know if that's slow. It's but it's a time. Now, you want to talk about a car that's on fucking rails, man. I braked directly on the overcrest and locked down all 4 tires. It's like glued to the ground. All right, that went better than it should have. I'm driving like garbage. Oh, it did not like that. Not one bit. Hook the curb. I want to fucking push this thing because this thing can take it. It just hooks, man. Oh my god, it drives so nicely. Almost fucked that up. And a 234. I could push this thing. Hold on. I could push this thing really, like, a lot harder than I really am. There we go. That is much better. Oh my god! I like it. Just that overcrest is weird because it's like I think I can give it gas till I'm over, and then slam on the brakes. But it does get a little sketchy. I'm tripping over my own fucking feet. What is this fucking song, man? Okay, that works. That shouldn't have fucking lost it, man. I know you can handle it. One lockup. It is so fast. We're gonna run with it. Why? Why? You're on the razor's edge through that section. I want a fucking fast lap, dude. Man, come on. Oh my god. Still a 234. God damn it, man. It's crazy that that Porsche is like 10 seconds faster. Gang. I think it really comes down to like, dude, we are at running the lowest gear ratio. All the wing angle. A lot of camber. I mean, this thing doesn't have a lot of power either. It's got the stock MRS engine in it. Like, everything about it is stock, pretty much, except, or like, powertrain wise. Do I want to give it another run? I mean, this thing is like as dialed in could be. I think on the first section of the Goon side, like it's running competitive times, but the second it starts dragging on, you know, and there's more opened up areas, like this thing starts to struggle. Oh. Oh, shit. Hold on, I know what we're driving. Is it this? No, where is it? Oh, yeah. You want a Goonsai fucking killer? Oh, this is it. This. The NSX NA1. This thing fucking destroys this goddamn track. Like, this thing's busted. Like, this thing this does not drive like a real car, but like, what would fucking give me for an NSX, dude? Oh, I feel you, man. Shit, dude. I'm so used to running. I'm You had to run through every single goddamn gear on the MRS. But with this, we didn't know how good it was when they were cheap, man. It sucks being like our generation because it's like, man, too bad we didn't take full advantage of that 2008 housing crisis. Like, I should have been buying up used real estate at the time. We were 8. Man, it's a real shame that this car, like, all these cars are so cheaply priced. Really should buy one. We were like 14. It's fucking ridiculous. Like this thing was what? Like 30 grand in high school? Like, which at the time That's a shitload of money. That is a lot of money. That's a new car. But that was with like 40,000 miles. They were this, like, you could get an Evo too. Now you'll be lucky to find one for under 50 with like over 100,000 miles on it. This thing is so fast, it's almost boring. It was unfathomable for us kids. Now they're 100K plus. What the hell? Dude, everything cool now. Everything in general is just so fucking expensive. Oh my god. And I'm dead. I think about that with more cars than just like the NSX though. Like in the 90s, right? Okay, so I was watching like a bunch of Best Motoring, right? And I got recommended one where they were at Scuba and they had a fucking Ferrari Dino, a Ferrari F40, an F50, a Lamborghini fucking oh my god. Why am I now forgetting what it's called? A Mura. They had a Mura SV, a Countach, like basically any fucking like really like I mean like $1 million plus car now they had on track at one time. And I'm like thinking back and I'm like, dude, in the 90s, so like the most expensive car on that track easily has to be the fucking Mura. And it was an SV at that. Easily a $4 million plus car now. They said the price of the thing was around 400 grand. Now, that's still a ludicrous amount of money. Because that's how much the F50 was. And that's when it was new. But now, like, you can't fucking get, like, that's insane. A fucking Mura for anything less. And I remember, like, I watched, like, an interview with Jay Leno. And they were like, oh, yeah, like, you were considered crazy back then for spending this kind of money on a used car. Because no one saw the value in an old car. Now, people only see value in old cars. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, you can't escape it. And it's like, it's never going to get cheaper. It's never going to get cheaper. Maybe the C5 Corvette might get cheaper in the future. Maybe. Because C4s are like, you can find a running driving C4 Corvette for like $2-3 grand. And it's not even that bad. But there's still like 10,000, 15,000 C5s. Once they drop under 10, which it could happen, you can already find a few. You can already find a few C5s for under 10. But they're like, you know, like they've kind of seen their days. But anything Japanese, forget about it. You want $1,000 fucking 240? It's gonna have no motor, no interior, and it's gonna have one wheel. Same thing with the Miata. You want $1,000 Miata? It's either gonna be the most disgusting fucking car you have ever seen in your life, or it's gonna not even be a running vehicle, or both. Dude, you can't even find Civics for fucking under $1,000. Like, I remember when Dean got his Integra, right? And he paid like $2,000 for it. We were like, wow, what a deal. I'm like, that car shouldn't have been sold for anything more than $800. But that's, are you fucking serious? Like, it hooked the curb and it just went around. Like, it's ridiculous, man. Dude, even like weird, obscure shit, like the stuff that like I pride myself on finding is getting expensive. Like, remember that Volvo I wanted? It was perfect. You could find one for $3,000. It had 80,000 miles, 80 to 70,000 miles, given it was auto, but it wasn't a bad auto either. Or like fucking $5,000 to $6,000, you could have the same car but with a manual transmission. And I'm like, that still isn't that bad. And then the Bringer Trailer people found them. Oh, that was it. That was it. Once Bringer Trailer found it, it was over. You couldn't find that. You could not find that car for less than fucking $8,000. They've come down a little bit, but it was like they used to be 3. Like, it was getting to the point where like my mom and I were talking about like possibly looking at a few. Like, that's where it was at, but it was also like a weird time because that was when I was back at the apartment. I'm like, we wouldn't have anywhere to put it. It was weird. And then Nathan got one, and I was like, all right, well, nothing against Nathan, but for some reason when he got it, it was like, it kind of made me lose interest in the thing. And it wasn't because Nathan had it, it was because it just wasn't like special anymore. Because the biggest problem with the S60 was it had no modding potential. There was nothing I could do to it to make it better. Like, there were very few parts, like aftermarket parts for it, besides like an exhaust or something. Suspension non-existent, like engine parts non-existent. I want to get a 222 really badly. But they were cool. They were cool. And it was a Volvo, so it was like super safe, and they could hit 200 miles an hour. It was crazy. Like, that car had it all. It really did. The only thing it really needed was a bigger tire. That was it, because it came stock with 215s. But it could easily take like a 235, maybe a 245. Yep, what could have been. Now I'm looking at RX-8s, and honestly, I'm kind of expecting them in the next fucking few years to get expensive again. Honestly, the only saving grace, which is also its Achilles heel, is that goddamn motor. That is the only thing. That is the only fucking thing. That's the only thing that's going to make that thing stay cheap. Because they could come out, Mazda could come out and say they're building all new rotary parts from scratch again, which I think they still do make them. And that wouldn't, I really doubt that would phase them. No way, come on. Why did it hook so aggressively? Because as far as a platform goes, like, for a little, not much extra money, you could have an FC. And let's be real, most people would want the FC over the RX-8. They're like, oh, the Rensys is garbage. Like, that, the 13B Rensys motor is so garbage. I'm like, it's not. People just didn't know how to take care of it. Everything about that motor was actually better. It got more power out of the same block, but since the rotors were lighter, the Rensys rotors were lighter, so it spun faster, so it revved higher, and it made more power. I know there are people on the forums of rotaries. They buy Rensys rotors, and as long as they're balanced, like you put them into an FC and FD, like those. Hey man, lighter rotors spin faster, and it's also just overall lower weight. Not by much, but I think it's like a pound or two. But man, I can't believe we just like lived through the days when a Miata was $1,000, and then we just all like there was nothing we could do. They just fucking passed. And like even like the S2Ks, I think like that was like no way, dude. Come on. You bounce once and now you can't get any grip. Like, dude, S2000s, man. Like, there we go. It's so frustrating because it's like there's nothing you can do about like prices going all fucking crazy. Oh my fucking god, man. Why? Why did you bounce like that? You were totally fine. Later, arrows. I just want my 222. I don't think this is it. Okay, that was it. Fuck me. Yeah, thank God. It's such a good car. All right. I'm going to call it for the day. I'm going to recharge a bit, get back to... Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Hold on. There we go. All right. I'm out of here. I love you fuckers. I'll see you whenever. Yeah, probably Monday. Love you.